Hey everybody. Hey everybody. This is not meant to be long. How y'all doing? We're about to embark on a new year, and I wanted to get on this live quickly and really, oh, I hate this. I wanted to get some downtime work on some part. It's been a lot that you can reflect on. And for this year, really move to the next year. This is the best time to reassess. Have you accomplished everything you wanted to? Where's my glove? I don't have my glove here. That's okay. Just gotta be careful. So I'm getting ready to do a new project. No, it won't be done before the new year gets here, but this is how you know that your work will continue to improve and be. So I'm hoping that I don't get an echo. But if anyone's on here now or later, I say welcome. Welcome to everyone who has been with Atara Estes, founder and visionary of tattoo brands and all the different entities that has been birthed. If you have not done so, I have done my last blog for the year. So if you can go on Atara Healing Journey blogspot on my Facebook page, you will see it and you will get a recap of what had taken place in 2025 and what I'm looking forward to doing in 2026. And it is definitely a word to stand on. You can't take these things lightly. You know, God has really embraced us to be able to ask, seek, and knock for those things that we're desiring. I've been seeking for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding throughout the year to help me to elevate in spaces and not be afraid to step out into the deep and just know that God hears us. He hears us. He really does. But we have to be patient to know that everything has its timing. And you just can't rush God because the things you may be rushing for may not be right now, but in due time, if you faint not, God will show up and show out for you. And it's really something to really to look back and know that this coming year, God is requiring for faith to not just be said, but to come with action and movement. Because faith without works is dead. And I don't know about you, but I'm definitely a person who make people either show up by being a man or woman of their word, or I realize I can move around. Wait a minute before I get started. This I'm gonna give you all step by step of this art. This is about to become a, a rhinestone art. It's most not good. Not good. Okay. Make sure I clean the area. I need something else. That's not working. Oh goodness, where is my cloth? When I grab something and it's not working. Okay. One thing I'm learning about my materials that I'm using to put my studs on that I don't need any scratches or smudges because it will impact the art. And some of these things that I am working on, see, that's not working. I've just done something. I need a cloth. Right. So what I'm going to do until I can go and get my cloth, I'm going to actually swap it out because I can't do that. I don't like stuff that looks messy. My work is very precious to me, so if I'm going to be expecting to show people my art, I want to make sure it is showing of excellence. So until I can find my cloth, all that away. So bear with me. I want to. I do not want to have to do this. But good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second. I am going to see if someone is on here. There's a lot of changes that's going to happen in the new year. Going to take place in on my journey that has already started taking place, and I'm just walking into the newness so I don't burn myself out, but also stay true and authentic to my mission, my assignment, the work that I've been assigned to. So let's see if someone is on here. I want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. There we go. So even if there's no one on here, I'm saying Happy New Year to you all because I won't see you until the new year. So this is my last pop-up live for 2025. And some of the things that I'm going to be doing in the coming year. Hey, if you all were on Facebook, did you all see my photo with my snorkeling gear on? Yes, baby. In 2026, I got my own gear. I'm coming in equipped, and I am not playing in 2026 because life is not waiting on me. I need to take everything by force. I am definitely going after everything that God has assigned for me. And this coming year, it's all about Atara minding her business, developing it to another level. One thing I wanted to let you all know in advance, a lot of the language that I have been using these past years of raising awareness to my testimony of survival in 2026 is turning over a new leaf, and we will be strictly focused on holistic guidance, holistic wellness guidance, along with faith-based education. It will no longer on any of my sites moving forward will not focus on language of trauma. It's all about survivors and helping us stay on a journey of wholeness, healing, wholeness. And it's a difference. God had really been weighing on me after this anniversary year went by. I can never get over what happened. Let me rephrase that. I can't get away from what has happened to me in the light of it happened. Walking testimony of it, being blindfolded, shot, and left for dead. But what who I have become from it, that is all that I need to be letting people see and know what God can do from that pain, through that pain, that God elevated me to where I am today. So to dwell on just the harsh hardship of what had happened, yes, it was horrible in those stages and phases of my life. But one thing I want us to be mindful of is not re-traumatizing ourselves. Why, one, going back to something that I really thought that I was going to be doing in this um, coming year was actually doing the movie of my survivor story. And it did trigger me in a way that I had to pull back from the production. And that was real. That was real. I had to get back into therapy. I had to get back on my journey of wellness, and I couldn't come off. I had to stay on it. You don't go away. You have to stay consistent. You got to feed yourself with all the good things that keeps you well. You just can't think that it's just going to go away and you can bounce back and you haven't addressed it to what got you there. One thing I can tell you that I'm not going to do in this upcoming year is dwell on what happened to me yesterday because I've made it through those storms. And God has blessed me to heal through all of that was supposed to stop me. And then I realized it wasn't even about me when it was all said and done. It was about having a message for anyone who has a listening ear to know that God has the final say. I don't care what's happening. I don't care how good it looks in your life. God still has the final say. And even when you don't see it, God is still there. Even when you're going down for it feels like the last count, God God knows how to put a ram in that bush. I was dealt many bad hands that I didn't see my way to get out. Didn't know how I was going to overcome. But God knew. God knew. I didn't because it looked very impossible for me. But God knew. So I'm thankful to God for what He's done for me, in me, through me. And He's not even done with me as of yet. So if I don't get a chance to say this, I'm going to tell you all thank you for being supportive to the mission, my assignment, my walk in life, for the many people, many men and women that God allowed me to touch throughout 2025 and be a blessing, whether it was a listening ear, whether it was guidance into helping them with their well being, to let them stay on a wellness journey, or just to help them through the hurt by just listening. Sometimes you don't even have to have the answers. Just be an ear for someone. You got to be able to discern who you are supposed to be assigned to, so you're not being drained, being at the wrong place and doing it in yourselves. Because all the things that we figure that we're doing that is good, sometimes and then you get drained from it. Sometimes that's where it shows that you're doing more of it yourself, and the body is telling you, okay, when you gonna get some rest? But we think we're the only ones who can aid and assist in those spaces. God didn't make us to be in all places at all times because He's all knowing. So we have to learn to listen to our bodies, when to pull back. God gives us all an assignment to do. Some able to plant the seed, some water it, some get to nurture it, some, but God is going to bring the increase. Just do your part. And that's what I'm going to be doing moving forward. Not trying to be in anybody else's lane, because we all can partake and help someone somewhere. Someone somewhere needs you. You don't have to fight over. Who's gonna help? Trust me. You ain't gotta fight over it. No, no. Just say yes to the Lord. He'll make a way and show you the people who you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be assistant, aiding and assisting, and they'll be just assigned to you. Happy New Year, boo. Trying to look. I'm trying to look at both ends. I think I'm gonna have to pull it up on my little phone so I can stop looking over to the side, hoping I don't miss somebody getting on. But whenever you all get a chance to listen to this New Year's Eve recap, just know God has the final say. And if you get a chance to embrace 2026, you better be running for your life like it's the last days of your life. And if you're gonna go out of here before you leave, leave empty. Make sure you've done everything God has called and assigned you to do. And is it all done? When I leave this earth, I want to leave empty that I've done everything that God has assigned for me to do while I can. I'm going to live the abundant life. And it's not what you think, because abundant life is not always monetary. It really isn't. Sometimes it's just being around good people, doing great things, word, thought, or deed. And sometimes some people gonna come against that, those good things that you're trying to do. But don't get distracted by that. I'm telling you that it's gonna happen. People gonna come and say and do things that distract, whether it's your kids, family members, spouse, whoever, dog, cat. Pick one. Stay focused. Stay focused. Keep your eyes to the prize. Really. Keep your eyes to the prize. There's a lot of work to do, a lot of praying to do. But once you're done praying and God has given you your assignment, run full forward. Don't stop. Don't stop until He tells you to. For this past year, I've posted a few live, pre-recorded, and some pop-up. And I am really surprised, very impressed with myself, and thank you all, to always be a part of whatever I am doing in some shape or fashion. And and it's very inspiring to me to know that I don't have to be perfect at what I'm doing because it's all about self-expression. Even though I do creativity to be inspired to do what I'm doing and things that I've never thought about doing. Some of the things I've been skilled to do. Some of the things are just absolutely new, creative, innovative. Uh, Never would have thought about certain things that I've done. I have a exhibit that will be coming in 2026 as well, and I'm excited to prepare for the wonderful things. I have additional books that's going to be coming out. Yes, 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 yes. I'm excited. I have some amazing events that I will be involved in speaking or being a part of, partnering with. I have some out of the country events that I'm excited about. Um, Stay tuned. The details will come as they manifest. Sometimes they probably will come once I'm done with it. Some things I might not even have time to even announce because this is about faith in action in 26. Not just faith in waiting, but faith in action, faith in movement. It was how God just really gave this in my spirit, about how to move by His Spirit, not by mine, not by my spirit, but by His. The different intricate parts that's going to play to help build exactly this business here. Minding my business. Some of y'all probably think, well, where is she at minding her business? I'm not going to be in nobody else's lane, but if it aligns with what I'm doing, then we'll probably be crossing pathways. But me being a senior strategist with a community health workers workforce, I have some things that are about to manifest in that space that I'm so excited about for the workforce, developing some mentorship programs that will be able to get utilized in the region. I mean, oof, if I could tell it all, I really don't talk, tell a lot of things. I'm more of an action person. Let you see, because God moves so when He tells me to do things. I got music being released. Oh my God, yes, I got music being released in 26. Uh, praise and worship, worship, praise and worship. Praise is what I do. Yes, I'm so excited for the singles that are coming out. Oh my goodness, I get a chance to introduce the new music and be able to open up for some of these church conferences or what have you that you feel that it aligns. But me coming out as a psalmist, I've written quite a bit this year, and I'm not going to be publishing all of them. It's just going to be a very select few. God tells me to release now. A lot of it has to do with my testimony. I get to sing people into true deliverance. We're going to have revival. We're going to have a coming to Jesus moment. Sometimes we need that. And we're going to give them praise because we're going to have a victory. We're going to know that we got the victory. Oh, yeah. That's a lot that's going to be transpired. But for sure, me being a holistic wellness and faith-based educator is one that is allowing me to change the language to my role, to my work as a community health one, and no apologies for it. It's just it is what it is. I have friends who are excellent coaches. I have friends who are excellent counselors. I have friends who are excellent therapists. I mean, I have friends all across the spectrum who are great at what they do. I would recommend them, and more than likely, they will be recommended on my new webpage that I'm currently working on. While I'm taking a break and doing some rhinestone art to kind of allow me to just talk and allow me to be able to express, get some tension off me. Because building a website, oof, it is not fun. But the creativity of it is what I'm excited about. But making sure my language is being articulated in the right way. 9 times out of 10, in the near future, as I, become more established, if I need anything done, then I will pay someone. But we're not there right now. So we're gonna do what we can in this right now season and make sure that we're gonna do what we can just to have what we need. The site may look bare minimum, but it's not gonna look unprofessional. That I say that. I've been working on it, and God had me changing my website of who I use for my website to another whole another platform so I can get the best benefit out of it. So go. I tell you, it's time to move on. Hey, gotta move on. Hmm. So for for being obedient as we get ready to end out our 2025. But I'm just briefly just chit chatting and hoping that I'm able to just let people know what I'm doing. I mean, I can't speak for anyone else, but please, if you have not, go on my page and click on Stepping into Deep Waters, a testimony for 2026. It is one to read that ends my 2025 and my declaration that I made to myself going into 2026 and giving you food for thought to make you consider about going deeper in 2026. And I said some of it was like this, just to briefly share. In 2025, I was asked, I was seeking, and I was knocking. But in 2026, I just asked and I'm acting. And I'm not just praying, I am moving. I am not just believing, I am walking it out. For we walk by faith and not by sight. And faith requires movement. Faith is not passive, faith is not stagnant, and faith does not sit still waiting for conditions to be perfect. If you want a harvest, you must do something. You must plant, you must water, you must tend, and God honors obedient motion. For faith without works is dead. You get a chance to see a little little small portion as I'm creating the prayer hand. And this is a stencil that I was drawn to. I'm beginning to, I want to put diamonds on it. In particular, you can put whatever you want. But because I'm a part of the diamond studs, rhinestones, and crystals, it allows me to shine bright like a diamond. So I'm hoping that, I don't know if I'm gonna finish this tonight. I'm trying to see what part do I really want to get done. And uh-oh, what happened? What happened? I want to do it. That's okay. I look at it from here. It's okay. It's okay. Happy New Year, y'all. I'm not going to be on here much longer. I just really want to say Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. It's a blessing, a blessing, a blessing, a blessing. I just think about God and everything that He's done for me. My soul cries out, yes, Lord. It does. It cries out, yes, Lord. Just don't know. I'm just so grateful and thankful. But to know that I have new language that is going to be presented, a lot of what was keeping me in a, I would say, a triggering mindset, because I was tossing to and fro trying to figure out what is it that I needed to, oh, I know what's going on. I can't do that. I got to get off of this one and come on this one. I'm switching back and forth trying to figure out what happened. And that's me. But some language that I was using, even though I'm a community health worker, a lot of it is non-clinical, but nonetheless, the mindset was taking in a lot of what I was saying, and just kind of keeping me at a standstill internally. Not that it was hindering anyone else, but I don't want to be drawn, and I don't want to be labeled, and I don't want to be put in a box for the work that I know that the community is going to need. I don't want to just be categorized as one type of help, of support, when we have some amazing social services in our community. And I'm a navigator. I really go in real time to seek after those organizations who are doing the work to help the community. I don't need to try to become a provider, a service of a provider in that arena, when I can just send people their way or help support their mission. And giving a shout out to our Bishop Michael Robinson of Hope Nations International, who has a City Hope shelter, who has been doing amazing selfless work, along with Pastor Reggie Chandler of Greater Kingdom Mission Church, who has been doing a lot of selfless work in the community, and even Pastor Richard Ashley of St. Philip's Lutheran Church. They may not get recognized often, but people are watching, and It's really a thankless job if you really want to know, because people have an expectation this is what church should be doing. But lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of people who are not doing it, even if you put an expectation that they should be doing it. But we have some dynamic community health workers, some real true warriors that are out there day in and day out, helping the community through natural disasters or just any service needs. They're meeting the community right where they are, even when they're going through it themselves. That's what I'm talking about. Where my CHW's at. And we do what we do, being trained. We are all trained, qualified, certified for some, but nonetheless, we have the compassion to make sure our community's needs are being met. So big ups to community health workers. We really do love what we do to help our community to stand strong and be strong and not by yourself. We stand alongside you. And that's the work that I'm elevating as I, come with new language within my own business, Tattoo Brands business. Everything that I've learned of becoming a community health worker and helping me to gain the paper to go along with the skills that I was already operating in is one that can't be taken away. It can't, because I worked hard to show forth with action that what's needed is a community health worker in these spaces and places. And if you don't have a community health worker, you need to get one. Type community health worker and look up what they do. Get you one. Get you two. You'll be glad that you did. And we're beyond just helping community members with crisis. We help communities stay on the track when it comes to healthy eating. We help those who are coming back out into the community and needing to transition back into the community of reentry. We help in schools. We help in a lot of areas where you can find a community health worker, because we meet people where they are, right where they are. No shame. I tried to do other work. I tried to train and study for other things. And guess what? Wasted my money because my intention wasn't there. That wasn't the direction. Because I truly believe what God has for me, it's going to happen. It may not happen that way for how others may gain their, what they want to consider wealth. But wealth is not always monetary. It's about educating yourself so you can educate your community so they can make them more aware and prevent some of the things that they have in their own world, or making them aware of how they can have options to do things differently. That's where I come in at. No pressure. This is all of this on this page is just an invitation. You can sit back and just watch. You don't have to buy nothing. Everything is optional. You're not obligated to do anything. But for those who are interested in going deeper in 2026, you can. There's going to be a new site to allow you to join the community and to go deeper in the work to help you level up in your self leadership. Because there is a purpose for everything. Your purpose you might not haven't discovered your purpose yet, but if you want to go deeper and figure out how to get there, there's going to be an opportunity for you. It's going to be an opportunity. But everything you get on this page that you have right now, hey, that's called free 99. Yeah. And then you might get a chance to see some of my Miss Kitty and Sir Onyx Chronicles around here because my life is about to change for the much better. And when I say much better, because I'm releasing myself from a lot of things that held me down. I want to go swimming. I don't know. I'm still trying to work up. Y'all saw that picture with the sharks. That's my goal for 2026 to swim with the sharks. Because I've gone several times and gotten close and did not do it. But I bought my own gear this time. And my boo said he's going to teach me how to be confident in swimming better. I can swim underwater, but tell me to come back to the top, I better have a life jacket on. That's a little bit struggle for me. So I don't want to be missing anything. I want to be a part of what I'm being introduced to. And that's what I want to be able to introduce to others, how they want to grow, give them other options. So I'm just going to be on my pages showing other options to help us to recenter ourselves, be grounded. You guys going to go on a journey with me when it comes to my Ruth Healing Harvest Pharmacy. I am definitely going to be engaging in my garden even more. I have plenty of pictures to show forth what I've done, even name some of them wrong, but that's all about learning. My boo laughed at me so hard when I was calling one of the vegetables something else. I was like, oh no, but I knew what I planted there, but apparently something else flew over there and I was calling it the wrong name. But it's okay. It's okay. I take it. But nonetheless, you all, I just wanted to say once again, Happy New Year. And I wish you all a very safe time and however way you bring it in your new year. I want to be able to see you all and hear about your wonderful things that's happening in your lives. For real. Let us take heed to what's happening in our environment. Put your head on a swivel. Don't act like it can't happen to you. Even though you got the blood that is protecting you. Use common sense and be covered by the blood at the same time. How about that? This is not a fear factor. This is using wisdom because we are not invincible. And look out for your health. That's another thing I'm gonna be. Boy, y'all gonna see me transform right in front of y'all. I'm like, dang, she doing this, that, and the third. Yes, yes, yes. My new website is coming forth. All of the different offerings are gonna be available. Some of these things that's being offered now, yes, these are the free resources. They are free. And then there will be levels that you're able to join in to go grow deeper with with us on this journey. We'll have a different page that will allow us to grow as a group and gain all of the wellness that we're needing to help us to prevent one burnout. Sometimes we gotta be reminded. We gotta take care of ourselves and remind us that we do matter. Because a lot of people are dependent on you. Yes, they are. And if they're dependent on you and you're not doing well with you, Let's do it together, you guys. Let's do this together. Let's do this together. So I've been on here a little bit longer than what I said I was going to be, but it's all good. I got some work done, touching base. I told you I wasn't going to finish. Guess I'll finish this, then I'll get off. But there's a lot of new things on the horizon. But guess what? It's written down. Write the vision and make it plain, they say. The vision is written. I have something to go back and review and reassess to say rather or not did I meet that? Did this work? Did I have time to touch this? Because if not, will I? Do I need to put it on pause? Whatever it is, write the vision. Write the vision and make it plain. Write the vision, ladies and gentlemen, so you can go back and be able to say, to God be the glory. To God be the glory. To God be all the glory. So you all be safe. Remember, I am going to be doing new things in 2026. The old things have passed away and all things have become new. I am not bringing the old mindset into 2026. It doesn't serve me anything, and I'm sure if you thought about it, it's not going to serve you anything either. So be kind to yourselves. Pray for one another. Pray for Nigeria. I said it. Pray. My brothers and sisters, pray. I've been very disturbed with a lot of different things, but I've been keeping it to myself. But I'm going to ask, please. I have friends who are impacted, and we all should feel something. Maybe not directly, but indirectly, because you know someone from there. That could be us. So let's pray, because what you know what to do if that was the U.S. If that was the U.S., what would you be doing? How would you react? It's coming together, and I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not going to offer anything that I have not done myself. And if we got to do it together at the same time to learn these new tools and practices, guess what? That's cool. That's cool with me. Maybe you have some particular tool, some type of art, some type of writing, or something that you wanted to do or present. Let me know what that would be. Maybe we can do it together or allow you to teach us something. I don't have to be doing all the teaching, but let's stay on the healing journey together. I think it's better when you got a group of people that like-minded trying to do the same thing. But I'm almost done with my prayer hand. I'm almost done. Yeah, look at that. Almost done. But this is a work in progress. I'm not trying to rush it. I left my gloves that I usually have on so I don't mess up the plexiglass, because when you touch it too much, it's hard to get it clean. And I left my fabric upstairs. So, all right, beautiful people. Once again, Happy New Year. I'll do a pop up show in the new year. You know, I'm not going to announce it because it's called Pop Up Show. But one thing I am going to be doing that I'm trying to figure out is how to now upgrade from being on Facebook and YouTube to add my Instagram page and my TikTok. Ooh. But that will probably be more on the Atari Experience page and not so much on the visual arts. But whichever, hey, why do I have to pick and choose? Why can't we do it all? But I'm gonna figure it out. And when I do, you get a chance to watch me in motion as we breathe together, as we do art together, as we just sit and be grounded together, listening to all of my original pieces of worship that I've written that will be released. Some of them will be released in 26, and I'm excited for a lot of things that are going to be manifesting for me. All good things, all good things. I pray all good things in your world. I pray good health and strength, and I pray that you will be blessed beyond whatever you ask or could think of. That's what I'm praying about. Go deeper for 26. You've done a lot of struggling things this year, and guess what? You made it. Even with the struggle, you made it. So stay strong, be encouraged, and hold on to your faith, because 26 is what's going to be needed to make it through. It's going to be a lot of faith walk in 26. Mark my words. I'll come back and we'll see who had to go through a lot of faith walk in 26. Me? Yep, me. And I want to hear it. So you all be blessed.